Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing right. While lottery teams want to finish strong, we have something to build off of.
So the New York starting five, they've got Towns, Miles McBride out there at Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's SGA. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick-and-roll action. That's nice.
McBride with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander cover.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. And here is Hart. New York moving the ball around. Hart with a screen on SGA. And McBride gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Williams against Anunoby. Shots good by Williams.
What you like about J-Dub is he tries hard to get to the positions on the floor he likes. If he's in the painted area, that's a good spot.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. And Hart drops them both. And Craig, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
McBride with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's see some of the numbers here for Chet Holmgren. The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Now here's Caruso. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Back to Williams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, Alex Caruso, what a pretty look right there. So unselfish.
With a screen on Caruso. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now here's Williams. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Here's Caruso. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends, nicely done.
To the paint, here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Nice lead pass. That is nice.
Takes it from 10, and that one's good, Caruso.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in, and New York with a change here too. Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. McBride passes to Towns. Thunder with the rebound. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
the doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him. Alex Caruso, to me, one of those guys who's a plug-and-play no matter what system you put him in. Work ethic, IQ, unselfish defense, willing to mix it up and be competitive everywhere on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Jalen Williams. Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder. No good on the second free throw. Hart outside. Now McBride. He's got 7. Back to Hart. McBride trying to free himself up. Hart, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Towns with the steal. And the rejection by Jang. And they're able to recover. 2 points. That one goes. The Thunder leading by 3. And here is Caruso. A three-pointer. Wiggins. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That's a 2 from Towns. And the rejection by Jang. Joe in the corner. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. On the wing, Bridges, covered by Joe. Bridges shot, good.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Now here's Wallace. Defense right on him. Deflects the pass and stolen by Hart. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by just 1. And the second quarter will be on. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Kenrich Williams. And it's Caruso in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Shamet the pass to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Williams scanning the floor. He takes it in. Robinson down low. He's guarded by Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Williams. Shakes him. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
In this league, you've got to be able to convert against tight coverage. J-Dub, yes, sir.
Bridges dishes to Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era.
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Aaron Wiggins. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Inside, it's tipped and taken away by Wallace. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go.
Alex Caruso playing bigger than his size. Nice.
Knicks trail by 3. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have to option. Back to you, Kevin.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
Here's Robinson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Robinson's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
SGA passes to Williams. Williams with the ball. 10 points for him. Off target with his three. Here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Bridges. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Outside, Towns. Outside for Robinson. Back to Towns. Towns is double. Bridges outside. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Wallace. And then for New York, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Now McBride. 11-point game his last outing. And Hart throws it down.
Yes, Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
1:05 left in the second quarter. Left side, SGA. Yep, that one goes in there. SGA's got his third bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Holmgren can't hit.
Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go. Ouch.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Now, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
And Hart drops them both. Thunder trailing by 7. Now 8 seconds separate in the 2 clocks. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
McBride with the ball. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
Howdy, folks, and without further ado, now's a great time to check in with other games currently in progress. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles. Yeah.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Knicks.
The reserves are playing like stars.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Josh Hart with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's on target from the high post. SGA's got the first points of the second half here for the Thunder. New York's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. McBride passes to Towns. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
Bridges for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Third straight miss to start the half.
And Williams throws it down.
Boy, that's how you finish in transition. Jalen Williams just outworking everyone up the floor.
McBride with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. The kick out to Anunoby. Down low. Fades and shoots. And it's Towns missing.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Count that one for George.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Here's a peek at the teams that have dominated defensively in the paint since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Thunder.
I mean, they've got the intimidation factor down low. Their shot blocking really gives them a reputation, and teams may grow reluctant to want to force the action inside.
Now, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over McBride. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Williams.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
The Knicks have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. To the middle. Here's Hart. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hart's got 13 points.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. SGA feeling it out a bit. Holmgren finds Williams. Back to Holmgren. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge. And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Steps back. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. The Knicks have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Bridges against Dort. 6 on the shot clock. And Hart throws it down.
Well, what a run here offensively by Josh Hart. This guy just keeping the pressure on with his ability to put the ball in the basket.
Pass to Williams. Shoots over Anunoby. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Williams has got 14 points for the game. The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Here's McBride. Gilgeous-Alexander cover.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Thunder.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And a wide open look for SGA. Got it, number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Towns a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander to end the run. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
And it's Wiggins missing. Knicks trail by 7. Here's McBride. He has 7. Here's Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
For the Thunder, Chang comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Joe, no good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Now here's Waltz. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Chang with a clean look. The Thunder with another miss. Anunoby left side. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Thunder lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Wallace in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
The kick out to Williams. Caruso, a screen on Beast. Back to Caruso. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
In the corner, it's Bridges. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 5. A wide open look here for Caruso. Traps in the tray.
We know Caruso can be a threat from outside the arc. The defense has got to honor that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And a switcher also for New York. Towns is checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Shamet, the pass to Beasley. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And stolen by Wallace. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Caruso with the ball. Beasley covering.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Man, we talk so often and appropriately about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a scorer. How about that dime?
Beasley kicks to Bridges. No good again that time.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Holmgren wide open. The Thunder with another miss. Knicks trail by 11. Fires from deep. Hartenstein with the rebound. Williams against Beasley. Here's Dort. Now SGA. Rebounded by Towns. Puts it up from deep. Can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 11. And it's Dort off the drive. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
A different look for New York. Hard, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Malik Beasley. And Miles McBride subbed in for Landry Shamet. Bridges fires. And there's the three.
Well, you know Mikal was thinking three as soon as he got free. That's nice delivery.
Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's SGA. Hartenstein finishes inside on the nice hit.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside, Anunoby puts up the three. The three goes down.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Knicks trail by 9. Hard outside. Now Anunoby beyond the arc. And it's off. And here's SGA. 14 feet away. Towns with the rebound. New York, they're working against the clock now. Here's Bridges. Towns outside. Missed on the three.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Alexander.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Oklahoma City.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game to push their win total now up to 53.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage.
Using the dog.